Hello everybody, Karen Jones here from heartsthatsing.com. Oh, it's a hot day in Vegas, but I really wanted to get this message to you out today. As you can see, I have my Integratron t-shirt on. Integratron, I love that place. Integratron is a magical place in the middle of the desert in California. It's in I think it's called Landers is the name of the town. It's right outside of Joshua Tree. It is beautiful, and it's a space where you can go and listen to these beautiful crystal bowls. Yeah, they're singing bowls, and you're in this big, beautiful domed space made of wood. There's a whole story to it that's quite magical, and UFOs and extraterrestrials have something to do with it, so it's even more intriguing. So now that I've come out and my woo-woo self is definitely on the table, you've got to go check it out. Even if you don't believe in that stuff, it's a beautiful place to just meditate and tune in. Okay, so I'm going to read you the message from July 17th from the Council of Healers, the group of energies that I am channeling. That is correct. So, dear Council of Healers, what do you want me to know? When in this moment, what is your message? Time takes on different forms in this moment of history. Many of you feel disconnected and often discombobulated. Either time is moving so fast or moving unbearably slow, making this moment in time awkward and sometimes weird. The creation of time from your perspective is so multi-layered to each individual's own particular belief systems and awareness. We begin with time, for Karen has been feeling out of time for some time now. Sorry for the repetitions, yeah. And she is not alone. Your planet and its inhabitants are moving through a kind of light warp as the powerful rays of photonic light frequencies bombard planet Earth. And with everything that is going on in the cosmos, it is no wonder that humans are antsy, sleepy, nervous, speeding up and slowing down. It is an interesting time. You must not worry, as all are being activated, whether they are aware of it or not, upgraded to be greater and more, activated to wake up. Though uncomfortable and a bumpy, rocky road at times, it is necessary. One cannot always wake up if the same old story is being played in their minds. The jolt will be harsh for some, easy for others. This moment is designed to bring the human race forward, and in so doing, creates a vacuum that sucks away the dark and pulls in the light even more. Magic. As you clean your hands of the past and adorn yourselves in the holy water of caring, kindness, honor, love, joy, peace, etc., these high-frequency energies anoint your soul's mission, preparing the way ahead, propelling you into the golden age. Do not fear. We love you. You are loved. That is all for today. Indeed, propelling us into the golden age. I also listen to a lot of astrologers, and we have stepped into the age of Aquarius, the golden age. It is a time of much greater light. And light, I mean lighter vibrations, joy and kindness and caring. These higher vibrations, these, as it says here, adorn yourselves in the holy water of caring, kindness, honor, love, joy, peace. Yes, that is what we are stepping into, and we cannot get there obviously without having to release a lot of the fear-based propaganda that has been imposed upon many, imposed upon all of us. So it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable as we pull away from the darkness, as we pull away from the way that our minds have been manipulated on so many levels, to think a certain way, to act a certain way. And I say this mostly because a lot of the censoring or the cancel culture that's taking place is literally a cutting into people's freedom. You cannot. That is just not correct. We are humans born into a free will and free choice, and freedom of speech, which is the First Amendment in the United States, is an important, extremely important. That's why it's number one, so that we don't forget to listen to a full spectrum of information and not just one direction. And my eyes have been opened up as well. I've had similar points of view for many years, but it was when the whole lockdown started that I started to notice things that I didn't notice before. I stopped watching the news because I felt that the news was totally biased on so many levels, and I started to look at other people's points of view that maybe before I never would have listened to. But my eyes too have been opened, and it's been uncomfortable. It's been bumpy. It's been a rocky road, and things are kind of weird right now. You know, in fact, sometimes I have like these pains in my body. I'm like, well, where do these pains come from? And the first thing that most people do is they go to a doctor. I don't necessarily do that. I ask some questions. Okay, so is this something that's medical, or is this something that's going on in the ethers, in that part of life that we cannot necessarily see or touch, like that faithful part, that part that believes in God, or that part that believes in a group of energies like the Council of Healers, that I know is a palpable and real vibration for me and for many people who listen to these words. So you have to ask, okay, so what's going on here? Because I know that there's a lot, the powers that be that have controlled the narrative and the mainstream for so long, not the good ones, but the ones that are not so good, they have been really pushing their narrative very intensely because they are losing. The light will prevail. The light is winning because that is where we are headed. The light is coming into this planet. We have literally moved into our whole solar system, has moved into a photonic belt of light. And what does light translate to for you? What does that mean? And how is that affecting the planet? And how is that affecting each and every human on this planet, and each and every creature on this planet? And in our new earth, in the possibility of this new earth, what do you see for that? For you, I mean, do you see something greater? Do you see people coming together? Do you see there being a way of creating community where we honor our differences, you know, and that we come together and that we have the right to speak it, even if it's something insane, like racism, or, you know, the crazy things that people do, because there's a long list for that. So, all of this to say, time is weird. It's speeding up. It's slowing down. You have these weird pains in your body. Maybe you're really, really sleepy. You're exhausted, and there's no reason for you to be exhausted. Maybe you feel lethargic. You don't feel like doing anything. These are all symptoms of activation, and they're also symptoms of being possibly attacked to keep us in a certain place. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I'm not professing to have the answers. What I do say is ask questions of your body. Ask, okay, is this something that I really need to see a doctor for? Obviously, if it's exacerbated, I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you what to do. But I am advising you to ask some questions instead of jumping immediately to conclusion. Be aware. Be aware. Especially if you're a light worker, be aware that you're not being attacked psychically. And for those of you who have been in this realm, you know what I'm talking about. So, get your crystals out. Put that white bubble of light around you. With the white bubble, the white light, the shielding light, call upon masters from Jesus to archangels, Archangel Michael in particular, and protect yourself and be aware and know that you are loved and that you are guided. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day.